Hello out there in podcast land. Welcome to the Urban Mindz podcast. My name is Tobias, and I would like to welcome you to wrestling. Today we're going to be talking about wrestling on the road to WrestleMania. But first, let me introduce you to the group. We have Jared, Adrian, Ryan, Santi, and Ty.
Hola.
Now, like I said, we're going to be talking about wrestling. Now,
wait, hold on. But wait, before we get started, man, you too good today. I'm talking to the camera.
I heard that a lot of silence.
Mute ass.
Yeah, I don't see no videos.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
I thought we were talking about sports entertainment.
True, it's called sports entertainment. They're called entertainers now.
Now we are less than a week away from
We are?
WrestleMania.
I can't tell. I feel like we on a detour.
I know, right? This is
The most boring field trip of all time.
Most boring field trip.
Because you're on the road.
Yeah, this ain't the match school, but it's hot. So. This road to WrestleMania has been pretty tragic so far. Let's get started with the card, Jared.
So, first match we got up is the Divas Tag Team match. We got AJ Lee and Paige, or what I like to call Paige Lee, versus the Bella Twins. First match I got on the card. I don't think it's going to open, but it's the first one on the list, so that's what we're going to go with. Predictions, concerns, thoughts.
There's nothing but concern with the Divas division currently.
So
I think the match is going to be somewhere in the middle of the card.
Yeah, it has to be.
As far as the,
They need a bathroom break.
perfect.
As far as like the quality of the match, I mean, it's going to be a typical women's match that WWE's had over the last couple of years. So it's going to be a good 7-8 minute fight, and I have Paige Lee coming out. I mean, I really don't care about it, but if I had to pick Paige Lee, that's my thought. So
I'm going to go with, you know what, I keep thinking about card placement. This has to be like something after like a really match that just took a lot of energy out of the crowd, like a ladder match probably. So I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to go heel. Because I was thinking if it was opening, you would want to give the crowd a face win. But to keep the crowd going, I guess, do the heel win right now. After the ladder match probably. Middle of the card, Bella Twins win.
I don't think it's going to open up. I don't think it's going to open up the show because that would be god awful. I mean, you're going, like you said, we're going to bore these niggas to tears. If we start that off, that would be an awful idea. That'd be Vince McMahon's.
He's gonna have seats empty on camera.
I mean, plus you want to get that first shot where the crowd's going crazy.
Yeah, you want the adrenaline shot into the crowd. You don't want the...
So I don't think they're going to do that. So I'm going to go heel win. I'm going to say the Bellas win. They've been pushing them for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's because they're
Total diva story.
Why would you want
that?
them?
And they're also John Cena and Dan Bryan's
like
wife and girlfriend.
They're like steamrolling what little division they have, and AJ Lee just came back. I don't know why. And Paige has potential, so I don't know why you want to do that to both of them. But
politics, nigga.
Yeah, politics as usual.
That's what I think. So I'll go them in 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bellas as well. Just it's the Bellas. That's all.
That's all you can say is the Bellas.
Damn, nigga, that was quite thought provoking.
what about you, Adrian? What you got, man?
I got Paige Lee. I'm going to say 10 minutes because that's about the time you need to take a good piss.
And the shit.
And she takes a shit at WrestleMania. But,
Damn, bitch.
Need some water?
I do.
Oh, nigga, I'm thirsty.
The hell? Yeah, Paige Lee, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, good 10 minutes, 9-10 minutes.
I got him at 9.5.
Hashtag give the divas a chance. Yeah, 10 minutes.
So, all right, you children. And so next we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. God, that's hard to say in order.
How long they gonna keep this up? By the way,
I'd give it another like 5 WrestleManias.
Yeah, I said they'll do it for.
By the way, people, I'm not
Another
saying this is a
5
bad
or 5
concept. This is
overall?
actually a good concept. I just wish they
Oh.
would put some more, some great talent into things like this. Like Cesaro was a great start to this like match concept last year, and now they're gonna go downhill with all these jobbers on the list, like Job
God.
Squad.
Well, well, you know what? Go ahead and
Yeah,
tell
go
us
ahead, go
who's
ahead
all
and run
in
down the
this match.
match. Listen to this Job Squad. He about 2.0. He about to run off.
All right, so we have. Let's say that the Ascension was apparently just recently added into it, but after them we have Kane, Big Show, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, Jack Swagger, Ryback, The Miz, Curtis Axel, or hashtag Axelmania, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, who I forgot was even in the company.
Hasn't he been on NXT?
And I don't know.
He was on. Yeah, I saw him on Raw back in January.
Really?
Remember we had a YouTube show, y'all?
Yeah,
Remember when that shit was popping?
He's the internet.
Remember that
champion.
shit got canceled and it ain't no more? Yeah,
So he was. I remember he was U.S.
Pepperidge
champion.
Farm remembers.
Damn.
Pepperidge Farm. But we have Sin Cara, not the original Sin Cara.
You mean Botchkara?
Yeah, this is not the original, but we have Sin Cara. Oh, no, one version of him.
Hunico.
Eric Rowan, Damian Sandow, Goldust, Mark Henry, and Heath Slater.
A one-man band, baby.
That is, this is the easily
That just
the.
depressed the hell out of me.
This is the longest list of jobbers I've ever seen in my entire life. For real, like I ain't never seen this many jobbers. I mean, I think
This is so obvious. They said, okay, everybody on Superstars and everybody who about to get fired or let go and wish you well on your endeavors. Get your ass in this match right now.
Whoever had a no, this is the list of whoever had a main event on SmackDown 2 years ago.
what?
I get
Nigga,
it.
what the hell did
Zack Ryder main event at SmackDown?
Nigga, what did Sin Cara ever made
What the hell did
event?
Sin
What
Cara
did Eric Rowan made event?
Sin Cara was hurt half
Is
the
it, what
damn
did
his half
Titus
career.
O'Neil ever made
We're
event?
talking about SmackDown now.
Nigga,
Not
not even
even SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Not
Not
even
even
SmackDown.
SmackDown, nigga.
Saturday Morning Slam.
He said SmackDown.
All right, so
Yeah.
Nigga, you are barred
This
from
is-
this
this is-
conversation.
all right, so
Richard.
now that we have the list of participants, everyone, who do you think is going to win?
I want.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I also forgot to mention that there's rumors going around that they're going to introduce someone from NXT.
Oh,
Why
And
the hell would you want to do that?
as I got three. There's only 3 possible people that's going to be. It's either going to be Hideo Itami. It's either going to be Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, or it's going to be Sami Zayn. It's going to be either one of those 3. I don't think Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. He's still
a
the
champ,
champion.
right? Yeah.
They're not gonna put Ric Flair's daughter in there because she's a woman.
Yeah.
But not to interrupt you, Jared, you know, remember Big E Langston was the champion in NXT and he debuted when he attacked Cena at the end of Raw. I wouldn't hope they wouldn't do that to Kevin Owens, but I wouldn't put it past him doing some
I
silly
forgot.
shit.
I mean,
like
but
that.
you take him out. You take away your top heel though.
I know.
I mean, having a top heel is a little bit more important.
I can't remember if Big E was a heel or face when he was NXT champion, but he was just fresh off a title win, and he debuted on Raw like not even months later, and he attacked John Cena. So I wouldn't put it past him to do that to Kevin
I
Owens.
totally forgot he was on NXT.
Yeah,
Same here.
I
he had that
don't-
5 gimmick.
I see what you're going with that. I don't think that's.
I hope
don't think
not.
that's
I hope
gonna
not.
be it. I think they're gonna put in because, like, again, I think this is gonna start. I think it's gonna start. So if they have
Okay.
if this is true, they might have him win just to go over.
Okay,
So it'll probably be someone like Sami Zayn or Finn Balor.
that makes sense. That
you know-
would be the logical thing to do. WWE.
Is
And
it?
this
But,
will be the start of a call up for the main roster, right?
what do you mean be a startup? Start? What do you mean?
Never mind.
No.
I don't
What are you
No, I'm
saying?
saying with them debuting at WrestleMania, would this lead into them being?
Oh, you
called
mean
up?
like calling more? No, I hope not. They
Well,
better
you
not
gotta
do
understand,
that.
like they got their own little thing to run, and
Right.
you can't just be giving away your top,
Yeah,
all your
and
top.
I think they would
stars.
do one, and
Yeah.
maybe do one more after the night
They'll
after.
do maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, the night after Raw. I mean, the night after Mania. You don't do that.
You think they're
something
gonna?
like that on Mania.
They're just doing this to see how well it'll play out to the
Just a
crowd?
little test.
Well,
probably
yeah.
just a
I
test
mean,
of waters.
we're not even sure this is true.
Yeah,
so.
we don't know. This is just rumor
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, if that happens, I mean, they might go with the NXT person. I think it'll be probably Sami Zayn. I don't know if they'll do Finn Balor because he has such a unique entrance. I think you want to start him off with that entrance to get that crowd.
I really like Finn Balor. Yeah.
You know, he has that.
He deserves his own grand.
Yeah, so I don't know if it'll be him. I think if I gotta say, it's probably
Zayn.
It'd probably be Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
But if it's not, I'll probably go. It's either gonna come down to the Miz or Damien Sandow. I think they'll.
Sandow has to have his WrestleMania moment, so I'm gonna go with Sandow.
That's not even why I'm going to go with Sandow. I'm just going to go with Sandow because he's the only one that's not jobbing right now. It has a storyline to go with.
Well, it might be the Miz because I could see them wanting to extend that feud for a little bit. So maybe the Miz screws Sandow out of the out of the match.
Yeah, that'll be a good choice
because they haven't officially broken up yet. Like he's still with them.
He's still.
So they have their rift. They have their rift at like WrestleMania, and then have their feud at
maybe like SummerSlam.
Yeah, like the blow off.
The blow off at SummerSlam, maybe. I mean, that would make sense, but this is WWE.
Yeah.
So
that's the logical choice.
So I'm sorry, I didn't officially pick anybody. I am juggling between the two. I'll go more Sandow than Miz, but I do think he could come out on top.
I'll go with Damien Sandow.
For Sandow.
I definitely would like to see him win out of that group of jobbers, but yeah, I'm going to go with Sandow.
White Hot?
I got Sandow as well.
That's 5 Sandow.
All right, that's unanimous.
Unanimous
you want to predict? I know you're not the wrestler guy.
That's a Floyd Mayweather unanimous decision, brothers.
Is that alrighty? So we have Sandow winning that one. Next one up is the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. It does not have a list of all the participants. Okay, so let's go down. Oh, wait, maybe they do.
Off the top of my head,
we got Ziggler, we got Dean Ambrose, we got Daniel Bryan,
we got Luke Harper,
yeah.
Wade Barrett,
and we got R-Truth.
R-Truth. Is that everybody?
I believe that is.
Yeah,
How many was that?
It's supposed to be
5.
Supposed to be 6.
So we're missing somebody.
I think it's somebody real irrelevant right now.
Bad News Barrett.
He's relevant.
I already said him.
Yeah.
So we got Barrett, we got Bryan, we got Ziggler, we got R-Truth, we got
Dean Ambrose.
Oh wait,
Harper.
is either Rowan or Harper?
No, that's it. That's all of them.
That's
We were
it?
missing Dean
Okay.
Ambrose. That's who we were missing.
Okay, that's
I
it.
said,
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay, so who y'all got coming out?
This match actually
Should be good.
This match actually should be good. This is
Should be
actually
like
a match. I actually perked up when Jerry mentioned this match lineup. This is actually should be a good match. I'm going with Bad News Barrett.
Oh, you gonna have him retain?
Yeah, I'm having retain, man. Why not? Just have it.
He has been on a horrible.
He has been on a horrible streak.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a
streak.
solid title defense yet. I know titles mean jack shit right now in the reality era of WWE, but have this man at least have a good clean win at a main event, or not a main event, but a major show. Have his title retained. Bad News Barrett.
I'm torn a little bit on who might win this because I'm trying to figure out. It all depends on where it is on the card too.
Yeah, that depends a lot too.
Yeah. So I mean, if they want to get I don't think Daniel Bryan's gonna win. I don't think they're gonna.
Can you see this open in the show? I can see this open.
This is
no.
No, that's too much.
No, I don't think it's gonna open the show.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I can see them try to liven the crowd up and do something.
If they're gonna try to liven the crowd, they'll do that with the Andre battle.
Okay.
They will do that with that. This will probably be somewhere in the middle. This will probably be before all the quote unquote main events with Taker and Sting and
okay,
and
this
will probably be
this
like.
is a good.
But you all want a list of the contestants? And I pulled it up.
Yeah, if you have it, go ahead and run it down.
Okay, so we have Barrett, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, Daniel Bryan.
Stardust. That was
Stardust.
Damn. I'm sorry, Cody. I actually like Cody Rhodes, but this is two characters.
I like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
I don't
not
like Stardust.
Stardust.
This Stardust gimmick.
Notice how I said Cody Rhodes,
This
not
Stardust gimmick was awful from the jump.
But,
He needs to go back to that, paper bag over the fan's face gimmick, where he was ashamed of the ugly. But I'm not going to go into that.
Listen, okay, I think. I mean, it's probably going to come down to either Wade Barrett or Dean Ambrose. That's all I feel. I mean,
those
it
are my
started
final
off.
two.
Listen, it started off with those two. It's going to have to end with those two if you want to make any kind of sense. I'll go with the face. I'll go with Dean Ambrose since I picked the heel last.
I was actually going to say the exact same thing. Have Dean Ambrose and Bad News Barrett, be like the last two to score off, and I'll have Dean Ambrose come out on top.
Listen, I don't think Dean Ambrose as a single star has won a pay-per-view event yet. Has he?
Yeah, with the Shield. I know that's
I'm talking about as a single star.
I know, but you know how WWE is. It's a win, there's a win. So I think he had a dominant the Shield dominated the hell out of the past 2 WrestleMania. So I think it doesn't change my pick with Ryan listing these stars. I think Bad News Barrett still wins. It works better having Dean Ambrose chase Barrett right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barrett.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Barrett.
I was gonna say Daniel Bryan until you said what you said about it needs to end with Ambrose and who else?
Bad News Barrett.
And Wade Barrett, because it started with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd probably say Dean Ambrose too.
You say Dean Ambrose? He said, "Brother, you joined me."
Poor Daniel Bryan, he's just getting sideswept.
He's
He's getting sidestepped.
They're getting swept under the rug.
This is the same guy who ended last year's Mania with the titles above his head, and this dude is mid card.
So, while depressing, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Is,
Yep.
is he'll probably be nowhere near that title when it comes towards the end. Even though he's probably the most over person in the whole company.
And, dare I say, arguably the most talented in the ring.
I did pull up a list of people that's giving in their suggestions on who they think is going to win that ladder match. And Bret Hart thinks Wade Barrett's going to win.
I mean, it like I said, it comes down to either Dean Ambrose or Wade Barrett.
Yeah,
it has to be one of those
sense
two. I
for
mean, if
that
you
to
want to go
happen.
for shock value, you might put like Stardust or something.
Yeah.
Goldust wants Daniel Bryan to win.
Goldust.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people want Daniel Bryan to win, but we have to look at the reality of what's going to happen. They do not give a fuck about that dude in this company.
Honestly, my heart would love to see Ziggler win, because I love Ziggler. But, like I said, the same thing with Daniel Bryan. Ziggler's obviously not getting no play backstage for some reason. I don't know who he pissed off, but he's in a doghouse right now.
I read a rumor he's just, a hothead. And
Okay. He speaks his mind freely, so you know where that gets you, politics. So
I like to see
endeavored.
I like to see Dean Ambrose win because he's just, since he's been a single star, he's gotten he's got nothing for him. I mean, he got his ass whooped continuously by Bray Wyatt. He lost to Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, you know what, man? Seth Rollins really ended up becoming the star of the Shield, man. Everybody thought it was going to be Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns, actually, contrary to a lot of people who booed him tonight. But I actually like Seth Rollins, man. He broke out of the Shield like I thought he would. Everybody thought it was going to be either Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns. I thought it was going to be Seth Rollins because he has like CM Punk type of feel to him a little bit in the ring. He has okay mic skills, so he's marketable. I thought it was going to be a top heel anyway. So
I think Dean Ambrose, when it comes to him, I think he's a good face, but I think the money with him is being a heel.
Being a heel. Yeah.
I think that's where the money is.
Yeah, I think that's what's hurting him too.
I mean, he can't switch right now. I think he needs to get that fan base up.
Yeah.
And then when he does switch, you're gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga finally turned on.
I actually thought he was going to be in Seth Rollins' place, actually.
Really?
Be the heel. Yeah. But they pulled that swerve.
all right, let's go to the next match.
Yeah.
Next match is Rusev Machka.
Again,
That was pretty good there.
Is it
Very
against
good.
John Cena?
all right. Now,
This disappoints me.
I do not care about this match.
Okay, can I say?
I won't go that far.
Can I say? Are they trying to recreate
Rocky?
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can I say this is basically Hulk Hogan versus Iron Sheik like 30, 40 years ago?
wow, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even think about that.
Pretty much.
I didn't think about
That
that
is
till I
terrible
saw
if
this
that's true.
picture right here. And I don't know what it was about it, but something just reminded me. I was just like, dang, they're doing Hulk Hogan versus Iron Sheik all over.
Describe the picture to the people that don't know what we're talking about.
It's just John Cena getting his ass whooped by Rusev. He's laying face down and Rusev's over him. I can't really.
Is the flag behind him too?
No,
okay.
I don't know what it was. It was just it was just something about that picture that made me that triggered that in my mind.
Now,
say that
match that happened 30 years ago, who won? Was that Hulk Hogan that came
Yeah,
out?
that's what started Hulkamania.
Oh,
Now,
Lord.
before you even
This is
mention
spoiler
that, not even being a spoiler alert, I had John Cena coming out on top. Actually, I had him coming out on top at the last pay-per-view, but, I didn't think they were going to continue it this far
I didn't either.
into
You
WrestleMania.
thought he was going to win the last pay-per-view? Mm-hmm. No, I knew he was. I knew he had to win so that they can continue this on to WrestleMania. I was like, they're not going to have John Cena winning at Fastlane. No one gives a fuck about WWE Fastlane.
Well, actually, I had him, winning because I didn't know. I didn't know what direction they had him going into WrestleMania, but now this makes sense. They didn't have a direction for him until with this Rusev storyline. So yeah, I got him coming out on top because John Cena's Superman and he basically wins everything, and he's gonna have the U.S. belt, which I don't know why he needs that belt, but Anyway,
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, I think that they're trying to bolster the prestige of that title.
clearly,
Because nobody else has really been able to do it. But I mean, that's not so much the belt or the talent itself; it's in the booking. I mean, they really haven't paid any attention to these titles, that or the IC title.
well, actually,
really.
these titles don't really mean shit.
Yeah,
It's
this
just,
is for
it's
the
just
US
And some of these
US
titles
title,
used to be
isn't it?
extreme prestige back in the day.
these titles don't mean shit nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't mean shit. I mean, they're just basically wearing.
He's
them-
right. It don't mean shit.
They're pretty much
you
just
fancy
remind me-
straps around their
I
waist.
forgot the U.S. title was on the line. The U.S. title was on the line.
Yeah, it's on.
That's how irrelevant the titles have become.
These
That
titles
is
don't mean
ridiculous.
shit. That title don't mean shit. The Divas, that looks like a damn
Butterfly on crack.
This
like-
damn Tonka toy.
Yeah.
They got Steven division walking around with.
shit. They have a damn Toys R Us.
The
in it.
tag champion straps look like damn pennies. I don't know what y'all doing. The straps look shitty. Y'all need to pay attention to these titles, man. This shit looks horrible. But
Jared, going back to what you said about the 30 years ago, was the Gulf War going on back then?
I'm sorry.
Was the Gulf War going on back then?
There was it was not the Gulf War. There was the Cold War. There was still it was coming towards the end of the Cold War.
So but what was Iron Sheik like? What country was he supposed to be representing?
Where the hell is he from? I know he's from the Middle East. I can't think of what.
somewhere in the Middle East.
Yes, I can't think of exactly what country.
Iran? No.
Might be
You might be-
Iran.
you
It
might
might
be
be
on something. I
Iran.
think
It
it
might
is
be
Iran.
Iran. Yeah, it's one of those.
It's Iran.
And
man.
where's Rusev representing?
He's
Russia.
from Russia. That's what
Russia.
And he's from Bulgaria.
But
Yeah, but he's
By the way of
No,
Russia.
But you know how
Vladimir
WWE
Putin- they're
is.
playing off the whole Vladimir Putin thing.
They like to establish that foreigner. This
Yeah.
is that
'Cause
foreigner.
remember when Muhammad Hassan came out? That was fresh off of 9/11. They were taking
Yeah.
advantage of that, so they
That's
try
all-
to do
that's
that.
all I'm
that
saying.
was
There's
terrible.
nothing-
Though. I mean, it was
And
good,
you
but
said
it was
Muhammad
terrible.
was one of your favorite heels.
Yeah, he was a really good heel. Like
He had
people-
potential, yeah.
he really could have grown.
And
in
they
that
crushed
company.
it. We all know what happened to him. So.
But anyway, back to this match. I definitely believe that John Cena's going to beat Rusev. I think it's going to be a good 15-minute bout.
No, it's gonna be longer than that.
Think it'll be longer?
It'll probably be 20 minutes. Is it not much?
Okay.
But I think it'd be like a good 20-24 minutes, somewhere around there. Because it's John Cena. That's why.
Okay. And yeah, I just got him coming out on top and
All that time
just
for
ending
Cena
that
to go
streak.
over.
Yeah,
I mean,
Iron
I
Sheik
know.
is from Iran. My bad for interrupting.
No, you're fine. Thank you. Yeah. Well, who y'all got?
I agree with you. I got John Cena. I got John Cena winning.
Oh, my bad. Super Cena.
Yeah. Super Cena. Listen, I got him winning because I felt like Rusev came along for someone like John Cena to beat him. Like they built Rusev up as like this super heel, and only a super face can beat him. They're not gonna have somebody like Dean Ambrose win. They're not gonna have someone like Dolph Ziggler win. They're not gonna have somebody like Daniel Bryan win. The only people that can beat Rusev
Or Jack Swagger.
Yeah, as the only people that are going to beat Rusev were John Cena or Roman Reigns. Those are the only two people in that
Yeah.
whole company that they were going to have beat him.
Yeah.
Because of the way they built him up. So I think this is the moment they've been waiting for with him and John Cena. I think they've been building up to this, and I got John Cena winning. I got John Cena winning. I wanted to say for submission, just off for sake of irony.
Yeah.
But I think he'll get him win too soon.
No, it's gonna be a
That's
classic.
talking about
So-
burying
It's gonna be
the
a
character.
classic.
I
1, 2,
get-
3
yeah, I think-
pins.
I think
Talking
I
about yeah, they don't need to do a submission because
It's not gonna be
they
submission.
already gonna you're burying your character by already having Cena beat your supposed future star. That's horrible.
I think Cena's going to win by the way of doing 3 AAs, and then he's going to throw in the STFU in there about like 3-4 times. But like 3 AAs, and he's going to win.
So you got Rusev tapping out?
No, he's going to win
Oh,
by
just
the
like
AA,
passed
but he's
out.
going to throw the STFU.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's
just to
gonna
mix it
go
up.
for the STF. Yeah.
This is I can't even bring myself to give a damn about this match now.
We don't.
I never cared about it, but I just
Oh no, I really don't give a fuck about now.
He said, "Go ahead."
The level just rolled.
Go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah, I got Cena coming out on top too, and I don't see any significance in the whole heel and the Hulkamania and all that. I mean, it's if they really wanted to hit that angle, they should have made him from ISIS. But
that was sick.
I'm just saying.
Instead of Rusev Muchika, he could have been like Rusev.
I understand they got to. It's easy to make Russia look like the bad guys. So.
All right, we're running out a little bit of time. We'll
Yeah,
try.
I'm not even.
So they're
I'm
going to
not
have a
even gonna
suicide
bitch
bomber
on
come to the ring.
sick.
Everybody
He
think-
sounds sick.
Everybody knows Cena's going over. Let's move on, please.
Yeah, let's
This
move
is
on.
depressing.
We're-
Just think about burying this dude.
Let's move on. The next match is Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins.
Woo, you talk about a match that literally snuck in there. I
Snuck in like Randy for RKO
Now,
on memes.
nowhere.
online.
nowhere.
Now, everyone knew this match was going to be there except me. Until I read the card, I was just like, wait, they put that on the card? And
It's bound to happen.
just, wow. I mean, I know I hate to, keep repeating myself, but there's another match I just don't care about. But,
It
the
doesn't
massive
give you- it
buildup
doesn't
of
give you
1
a
month.
read. Yeah, it doesn't
1
give you a
month.
reason
And
to.
it's just so, yeah, it just seems like this build and the match itself is going to be so lackluster. I mean, clearly Seth Rollins doesn't have a direction right now. He's just holding on to that briefcase that he just going to cash in one day, hopefully at Mania or the night after Mania, but I'm thinking the night after Mania. But anyway, if I had to pick a victor in this, I would go with, why not, Randy Orton.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'll disagree with you on one part. I actually think this will be a decent match. I think it'll be pretty good.
All right.
Like a B, somewhere. A solid,
B
a good,
minus.
no, I think it's a solid B. It'll be.
Seth
'cause both of them,
Rollins is involved. It'll be a good match.
yeah, both of them are really good
It's
wrestlers.
just the build-up sucks.
I saw Seth Rollins at that Royal Rumble match where he did the triple
Oh
threat
yeah,
with
match.
them.
Yeah,
That Phoenix
He,
Splash.
match of the year.
he was like the star of that match.
Yeah, that's the match of the year. Still,
He can
I need to
wrestle.
watch that.
Randy Orton is also very talented in the ring. I think this would be a
we
good
put
match.
him with other good guys. Too. Yeah.
I
Randy
think
knows
he-
how to work off of chemistry.
Who's going to call the spots?
Who's going to call the spots? Probably Randy Orton. He can do that.
He's become a good leader in the ring. He can do well.
I think this would be a good match.
Who you got?
Good question.
Very good question.
They've been doing a good job protecting Seth Rollins, making sure he wins his
They
matches and
actually
everything
have.
like that.
I'm surprised by that.
I think he can afford to lose this match
Because
because
he's
he's
like
still
that
got
chicken
that.
shit heel.
Yeah, but because he has the briefcase, he's gonna cash that in. He's gonna have to cash that in soon. So I think he can afford to lose this match. I'll give it to
Yeah.
Randy Orton.
That is so true because money in briefcase winners they lose. They have a horrible losing streak, and then somehow they cash in and become this legitimate champion all of a sudden.
Is it that? I think those.
Looking at you, Jack Swagger.
Damn. I think he can afford to lose this. He can. And Randy will probably overcome the odds. The authority will come out there. He'll have Patterson and Briscoe. Excuse me.
J&J
J&J
Johnson.
Security.
Oh my bad, it's not baby oil.
He'll have them come out. He'll overcome. Maybe Kane and Big Show come out. Maybe
Give all of them an RKO.
Yeah, I think he'll overcome and get Seth, and beat Seth Rollins.
Why not? Yeah, I'm picking Randy Orton too. It's gonna be a great match. I think. You know what? This is probably gonna be one of the most underrated matches because it has shitty build up. Those usually has the best matches. Shitty build up matches with good stars in them. Seems to be a theme of WWE lately. But Randy Orton wins in a good match, about a good 25-minute match or so.
I'll go with Randy as well. White Man?
Oh, that's a tough one. But my gut feeling tells me to go with Seth Rollins.
You got Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
All right.
You like curb
It's a nice
stomps?
curve. It's a nice curve stomp right there. Nice swerve.
Swerve.
Swerve. What we got next?
We got next. We got the Faces of Fear. With Bray Wyatt and the Undertaker.
That's a good
Just
title
realized
for
I
it.
actually like that title for that
Yeah.
match, The Faces of Fear.
Yeah.
Too bad the build up isn't as good.
No, he said that he was trying to be the new Face of Fear.
Yeah, but I just like that moniker you gave.
Yeah,
that
it
match.
works. It works.
So you got the Faces of
It's
Fear.
just too fucking late.
You should be a writer.
I should.
This match is just 5 fucking years late.
It really is. We have not seen the Undertaker in.
At all.
Yeah.
Woo!
They
Since
used
last
this
year.
damn. They used the
Wait,
recycled voice from '98 in the Lord of Ministry promo.
Wait, we saw Undertaker. We saw him on Instagram on Michelle McCool's page.
Oh, yeah, it was
training.
getting his CrossFit on. I see you, dead man.
You gonna be working
No, I
out?
don't see you, but saw you on Instagram.
Straight flexing.
Woo! Damn, you soda.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, so about Undertaker not appearing at Raw.
All right.
But anyway, this build has been pretty much
Awful.
pushed through
Bray
Bray
Wyatt.
Wyatt, and he's pretty much been the main advocator of making sure that this match is worth seeing at WrestleMania, and he's done a pretty damn good job. I'm surprised he's come up with promo after promo after promo without having the Undertaker there to help go against. But the winner of this match, this is a hard one, but I say Bray takes this one. At least I would like to see Bray take this one.
So you have Taker losing.
Taker
2
losing.
straight.
I know it doesn't sound right.
And-
I know, but you know,
Do you have
And
a
then
passing of the torch?
didn't you say, brother?
Yeah.
Should I say it? Didn't you have Sting and Taker perhaps going at it next year?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that look kind of bad with him going into Sting's match with
I
losing
know.
twice?
I know.
I don't agree with him, but to his credit, maybe they put that in the storyline. You know, Sting is maybe like, as an Undertaker, I don't think you got it anymore. I don't think you can beat me anymore.
But Bray's kind of saying that though.
No, I'm saying Sting could come. You know, if they want to build up that up with Sting, they could be like, you've lost 2 straight WrestleManias. Maybe you just don't have it anymore. You only show up once a year. If you
That's a good call out.
I mean, it could be the start of it. You see what I'm saying?
I guess.
and then I said also, you know,
I don't agree with him, but it's just a possibility.
Yeah.
my idea with this is, you know, it's like a passing of the torch because, you know, like you said, Jared, you know, the only person that, you know, kind of resembles Taker now is Bray Wyatt, and you know he's calling him out on I'm the new face of fear at WrestleMania. You will rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen Undertaker in a year, and you know,
Still haven't
who
seen
knows? Yeah, we still haven't seen it. We don't know what he
called
looks
this
like.
too, Jared.
I mean, we
As
saw
some-
what he looks like a couple months ago. You know, he was
it. He was like he
gray.
snapped
He
some.
was all gray.
He snapped some shit up.
But
You called this, didn't you? With Bray being, you know, the new
Yeah, he called
Undertaker.
us a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, I was just like, damn, they're trying to make a new Undertaker. I've been watching Undertaker since '93.
You're the Taker fan.
Yeah,
Wow.
since
Yeah,
'93.
you're the Taker guy. I love Taker too, but Jared is a true Taker guy. But yeah, I got it's hard to pick this, man. This is like actually one of the most intriguing matches because of the result. I think, damn, Taker losing twice. Too
I know it's
many
that's
is-
a hard.
see it.
in
I'm
a
not
Like I
row.
said, it's a hard pill to swallow if
That
it were
is
to happen.
horrible to do to Taker.
And
But
it's
but then you don't have Bray lose and then have your new star.
Yeah, because this would be the second Mania that Bray
he
lost.
loses. See, this is
So
this
both
is Cena,
both-
but
But
Bray has a
and it's not
future.
Cena's fault.
Oh, wait,
It's
never
creators'
mind.
fault. It's
Sorry.
y'all's
Cena
fault for
fucked up.
painting yourselves in this corner.
Yeah, well, see, this goes back to, you know, Cena winning last year. They shouldn't have had Super Cena win last year at
This is what
Mania,
y'all do to yourselves.
you know, against Bray Wyatt. Now,
Now
like
look
you
at
said, Ryan, you know, with Damien Sandow having his WrestleMania moment. No, Bray should have had his last year
Exactly.
because
Going
John
over
Cena's had
Cena.
multiple moments.
And then
Not
then we can believe that Bray Wyatt is ready to take on the streak because he defeated Super Cena last
Yeah.
year. It would have made perfect sense, but y'all paying yourselves in
you
this
know, not
corner,
even
so.
including the streak, just go against Undertaker and say, yeah, I'm big enough to go against you, know, and I'm big
I
enough to
defeated the face
beat
of the
you.
company, yeah.
So,
Is that I got Undertaker. I can't see him losing twice in a
Me
year.
neither.
I just can't.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
got
only
Taker
reason.
going.
I got Undertaker.
Yeah.
Is it even if it's just via disqualification or something like that? I got him winning.
all right.
Yeah, I got
Same
Taker.
here.
Yeah, Taker.
Even though I originally said this would probably be a no contest, but we're not going to talk about
Hey,
that.
God. I forgot you said that. I think Bray Wyatt's gonna win. I'm with Tobias, a passing of the torch type thing. And I mean, yeah, we said both guys have lost both manias in a row, so somebody's got to win.
Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. I mean,
And-
we're going to be disappointed either way with who loses.
And Ryan, you said that Wyatt has a future and Undertaker don't. So
Yeah, but then...
Not necessarily that he doesn't have a future, but his time in the company is over. Nigga, retire.
Yeah, but I was also saying...
Go and get your proof.
But you just said, like, what if Sting... This all depends on if Sting Taker happens next year. I'm thinking Bray Wyatt goes over if Sting Taker is not in the plans. But yeah, Taker has no reason to lose this year. I'm with Jared. Taker goes over
All right.
if he's going against
So,
Sting.
like I was saying, Wyatt has a future, but with him, if he were to lose his match, that might fuck up his future.
I agree. But it is what it is.
are we running out of time?
Is it next we got Sting versus Triple H. Is it that the buildup of this has actually been decent. You know, they had Sting. I mean, the only thing I can really nitpick on this is that horrible Sting promo where he was sounding like he needed a lozenge.
Well, first of all, that was not Sting.
I
Like
know.
I said, there was a rumor that
That was a
like,
picture of
That was
Sting.
a picture of Sting.
Good guy. All right. Shout out to who said that?
Shout
Was
out
that
to Michael Cole.
Michael Cole that
Oh,
said
cool.
that. Yeah.
I thought it was JBL, but okay.
Yo,
I thought it was JBL who said it too.
golden commentary, Cole.
But either one, whoever said it,
Vintage.
it's just awful. But either way, my problem with this match is, and Jerry, you said this before in conversations we had before this podcast, is what is the purpose of this match? Like, why are you coming in and attacking Triple H? Why are you? I know you guys have to mention something, but you guys don't have to keep mentioning WCW. That company's been damn deceased for almost 15
Wow.
years now.
Almost, yeah.
Almost 15
Yeah, it was
years now.
01,
So
right?
That's all he's been known for, though.
I know. I know they don't want to.
TNA.
Yeah, they don't want to mention his TNA history because one, they don't want to give them viewership, and two, TNA is awful. And yeah, I just what is this for? I mean, he said tonight, "No, I'm not here to talk about me being the last soldier of WCW. I'm not here for that. I'm here to take Triple H down."
He's a vigilante.
For what? Like,
That
okay,
doesn't make any sense.
that's what he said tonight. You can watch it. You can watch the replay of what he said on YouTube. But he said, "I'm here to take Triple H down." And I'm just like, okay, for what? Like, he didn't purposely, put WCW out of business. That's Vince McMahon. If you'd have said, "I'm taking down Triple H because Vince McMahon put me and my fellow, wrestlers out of a good company," then yeah. But nigga, you just saying you taking down Triple H.
He has
For
no
what?
ties to
You have
it.
no beef with Triple H. This nigga hired you in hindsight, nigga. So what you take him down for? Clock out. Yeah, nigga, clock out, nigga.
Yeah, Montero
He
said-
hired you in
That's right. I
hindsight,
gave you
nigga.
that blue blood.
And he gave you a picture plan.
That blue
You
blood
trying to take
name,
him down, nigga, he gonna put you back in TNA.
Clock out.
We see you over there being Crow Sting and Joker Sting. Clock out.
So what about Circle?
What was that?
Go ahead.
You said Vince McMahon put them out of business, but don't you think they kind of did a lot to themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Oh,
just
that's
saying.
obvious.
Kayfabe.
Yeah, kayfabe. Vince McMahon
Oh, is
put
that how
the,
he's trying to sell it?
Yeah, I think
Good.
Exactly.
did not know that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no logical reason for this match, y'all.
He's like
It-
fucking Kim Jong-il.
clearly, clearly, Sting.
Yeah, I'm putting him out of business. That was me, man.
Clearly, they have no
you
direction
didn't know
for
that?
Sting.
Yeah, WWE always does that. They rewrite
Yeah.
history. Like,
that was a big thing. He was just like,
North
I
Korea?
put them out of business. Now what to do with WCW? Do I bring the wrestlers here, or do I put it up on the shelf? He
I'm
he
mad
said
you
all
remember that.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. I'll
remember
never
that.
forget
Perfect.
Adrian
Yeah.
is it Adrian? If people kept records and books of like old like WCW, NWA, AWA, all those old promotions and everything like that, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, all that, Vince McMahon would have burned them books and rewrote them himself. Rewrote them
Sounds
himself.
like North Korea, man.
It is very North Korea-ish.
He buried the WCW roster when the invasion.
Yeah,
went.
was
I
that
don't
he
put
did-
nothing past Mr. McMahon.
that invasion. Not even
That
trying
invasion
to.
angle was
Not trying to go
horrible.
off on the WrestleMania topic, but the the invasion storyline was awful. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of their head honchos weren't there.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have Sting,
No
you didn't have
Goldberg.
Ric Flair initially. You
But
didn't
I
have
was-
wasn't
Goldberg.
there.
I'm be,
You gotta
You
have
had,
those
you
guys.
had DDP being a stalker in the woods. Who does that?
But I was just glad to hear that WCW.
I
does
thought,
that?
no. The whole DD, I disagree with you. The whole DDP.
Okay,
thing
it was your sick humor.
hilarious.
It was
funny,
humorous,
but
but
it
it
was
was
awful.
sad. It was sad.
I was just glad to hear WCW again.
It was sad. You had Buff Bagwell. Okay, let's not even go
Okay,
into
Buff
that.
Bagwell. He had one match.
Buff Bagwell versus Booker T in the main event.
I'm just saying he's a good
Of Raw?
wrestler.
Is it?
He's a good wrestler.
Is it really quickly? Apparently, that Booker T versus Buff Bagwell match
was a test match.
Yeah, it was a test match, and it
Terrible.
killed off WCW. They were going to have WCW as its own thing, just kind of like NXT.
That was the litmus test.
Kind of like NXT right now, except not developmental. But apparently that match
It's
was
on
so
brand.
awful that they decided, no, we're going to kill off WCW.
Like it was supposed to, remember ECW on Tuesdays? That was supposed to be WCW in hindsight.
See,
But
that I didn't know. I'm glad y'all
Yeah.
said that. But going back to this, my prediction for this match. Ooh, man, both these niggas, especially Pro Sting, are archaic. But of course, I'm going to go with Sting winning because he's the what do they call him, vigilante in this, and
good old H don't mind. He's been losing.
yeah, I think
At WrestleMania
I think I
for a
read
while.
online that he's out of all the WrestleManias he's
Horrible record.
wrestled and he's like 8-12.
He
something
has
like
a
that.
horrible
So he
record.
has a pretty bad record, and his record is not very well going into WrestleMania. So
8-13.
yeah, I have him losing, and I don't think the fans would care to see him winning.
No,
And another
there's
point
no
is
reason
that
for Triple H to win.
And this is also
way
like,
too damn
like
late.
Jared, huh?
Way too damn late.
and nobody cares. There's no ties to
Yeah,
Triple
Sting-
H and Sting. Like I still don't get why this is happening. This Sting clearly doesn't have. They don't have a direction for Sting. Clearly,
And this is like what Jared said, again before the podcast, this is one of their face cards. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
face pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So, of course, I having Sting be the face, have him win.
yeah.
I got Sting as well.
Got Sting.
Triple H really doesn't get anything from winning this match.
Yeah.
Sting gets everything from winning this
pretty
match.
obvious.
I mean, Triple H, he wins. Yay! Let me go back to being a COO.
Right,
I mean,
right.
and he does nothing. He does nothing. I mean, Sting, you could at least build up for him to face somebody else. I don't know if Undertaker. I don't know if Undertaker
Right.
wants to do it again, but you can maybe Sting versus Bray Wyatt, Sting versus somebody.
Somebody, yeah.
Yes, I mean he can
That's relevant.
do it again. I mean I think he likes the schedule that they have him on.
Yeah.
And he seems to be very excited in here. So Triple H winning does nothing. I got Sting winning.
I got Stinger too.
I'm going with the Insane Icon as well.
Yeah, I got Crow's thing as well. I agree with Tobias. I think, I think Crow's thing is one of his better gimmicks. But
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I
Yeah, that's
actually
my favorite
enjoyed
gimmick.
Surfer Sting. That's what I grew up
Surfer
with as
Sting
a
was
kid.
classic,
That's
but-
what I remember, in my childhood, seeing him with all the different colored paints on his face and, going against Vader and Flair. So that's my favorite Sting.
Crow's thing sticks out because he just flew from the rafters and it was pitch black. I was like, what
Well,
the hell
yeah, he
is
did
going on? That was amazing.
That was awesome.
So we all got Sting, right? Unanimous.
Yeah,
All right,
Sting.
Sting, yeah.
All right, let's move on to the old main event. We got Brock Lesnar,
Accompanied by
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman versus good old Roman Reigns.
Now I know I ranted about the last.
that, y'all.
I know I ranted about the last couple of matches, but I'll let someone else take this one so I can collect my thoughts.
You mean
Okay.
believe that, Tyler?
Oh, Reigns, how they feed you corny lines.
Yeah, this is all set up for Roman Reigns to win it, but I mean, the crowd is just not behind this guy. They feel he's manufactured.
I feel bad for him.
They don't feel he's genuine. Like, when Stone Cold came in the scene, like, you felt like, all right, this is a character, but this is really
This is
real.
him.
This
A
is
good
really
character.
him.
You say what you will about Batista, but we made it perfect. We talked about this. We talked about this last week. Batista broke away from Evolution after 2.5 years under being a strong, silent, keyword silent enforcer,
The muscle.
the muscle of the group, and he broke away and powerbombed Triple H to the table, and he was ready. Roman Reigns was not ready to break away from the Shield.
What's
Yeah.
funny about Roman Reigns and him being manufactured, when he snatched the belt out of Brock Lesnar's hand tonight, what did we all hear? An overwhelming sound of boos.
Yeah, those boos were loud.
Well, maybe not overwhelming, but we heard
I didn't hear no
more
cheers.
boos than cheers.
Yeah.
No, I heard some cheers
85%
like
boo.
it was just like yeah boo, yeah boo, yeah boo.
Yeah, it was like one. It was like ye, and then boo. Yeah.
You're like ooh, yeah boo. Like, and just to talk about that last segment on Raw going to WrestleMania, it was
Wow.
god awful.
Yeah,
the
this
whole,
was-
this is mine. No, it's mine.
It's
No,
tug
it's
of
mine.
war.
It's
Feel
mine.
feel
It's
belt.
mine.
It's
Yeah,
over
feel
under
belt.
belt.
Awful.
That was a terrible way. This is the go home show to Raw.
This is
I mean,
to bring,
to
this is
WrestleMania.
this is the last selling point to your fans of saying, come look at WrestleMania.
Buy the
y'all.
network.
Buy the network.
There you go. That's how you sell your
And you
network.
do that.
That's what you do. I mean, they didn't say anything. They didn't hit each other. Nothing.
Really?
Paul Heyman just exit stage left,
Yeah,
and then
Paul
they got
Heyman, he knew
they
it
got
was
the
up.
ring.
He just
They
went
stared at
backstage.
each
He said,
other.
all right, I'm done.
Brock Lesnar held up the title.
Go to
This
heck.
is mine this Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Say
Like,
something, Major.
do you really think if Brock Lesnar still gave a damn and was not going to UFC right after this,
Good,
Yeah,
good
gotta say,
segue.
he
Good
would've-
segue.
Segue.
that he would have let the show end like that? Do you really think if they came and said, all right, Brock, you're going to pull the belt, and he's going to pull back, and you're going to pull it, he's going to pull
That ending was
if he still
horrible.
gave a fuck, he would have been like, fuck no.
You're
we're not
right,
doing
you're
that. We're
right.
going to fight, and we're going to
Yeah,
have a good
this is
shit.
Adrian
This
has a
is
point
true.
because
This is
Lesnar's
true.
been in some of the most epic endings in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, remember
He is
when
a
the
point.
ring broke with him and Big
Oh,
Show?
Big Show, yeah.
That was a great ending to the show. I was like,
He did
one of
with
the
Big
best
Show as
endings
well.
ever.
So,
He did it
So,
with Big Show.
yeah.
He did it with Mark Henry. When Lesnar broke the ring.
But the ending of the show with Big Show, like years ago,
That was the initial one. That was like the
initial
first
one.
shock.
Yeah, that was the
That's
shock.
what they're
value.
going for.
That's the 8 point Adrian's making. It's-
Yeah.
his,
Lesnar would not have co-signed that if he was
Yeah.
caring about this main event.
and then that plus his body language in the ring. Just,
Yeah, he's just not into it.
He's
Yeah.
growing his beard out.
He's got his
ready.
MMA beard ready.
Yeah,
He already collected his check.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Rats on the wall.
he's packed up and left town.
Don't be surprised if it's booze like the rest, like WrestleMania 20 style with him and Goldberg. Remember he left first time.
I don't think it's gonna.
Oh,
be
it's
like
not gonna be that.
I don't think it's gonna be like
Don't be
that.
surprised. You know how the crowd's been hijacking the shows lately.
Listen, I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna be
The
like
last
that.
year, I wouldn't be surprised.
And like you said, Jerry, who's going to lead the match? Like who's going to be calling the shots and all that?
Yeah, that's my
Spots and all that.
my concern is because Brock Lesnar's not a guy known to call the spots, and basically what that means, if you don't know, is that basically like
Yeah, ring
the guy
general.
who takes the lead in the match, saying like, okay, do this next, do that next. We're gonna do here's our spot here.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's not known for doing that. Brock Lesnar's known
Yeah,
for working
he's
with
worked
people who
with-
calls those
Yeah,
spots.
Punk.
He
Triple
executes
H.
it well, but Roman Reigns isn't that
Undertaker.
kind of guy either.
Didn't they just announce what's his name as guest referee?
Who?
Oh shit, it was Dean Ambrose.
No, that was
No, that was
match.
that was for the ladder match.
I was like, damn, you gonna call the spots in?
No, there's no one to call the spots in this match. And
That would be a good call.
Paul Heyman gonna be on the ring and be like, "Do this, guy."
I think this is going to be I think this main event's going to be very reminiscent of the Undertaker match. How just slow and methodical it was, and not really. Yeah, I really think it's going to be reminiscent of that.
I agree.
I don't know if Roman Reigns is ready. I think another year. I actually do like Roman Reigns. I just don't think he's ready.
He needs a new character.
Is it? But
he needs a character makeover.
Yeah, he does. Is it? But
he needs to break away from the Shield thing. He still has the Shield gear on and Shield music. Like, let go of that Shield stuff.
So who
still comes down from the damn
the audience? Yeah, break away from the Shield stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
So who y'all got? Who y'all got winning?
I got. You know what? I have Reigns. I'm with Jerry. I actually like Reigns. But he's not ready for the title. But it's clear that WWE wants this dude to carry the company that he's not ready for. But Reigns wins. But what I'm twisting on is Seth Rollins coming out and cashing in his Money in the Bank. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if Seth Rollins loses early in the night.
That would be a good swerve.
Seth Rollins swerves, comes out, ends the show with Money in the Bank, and wins the WWE Heavyweight Championship. That's my prediction.
I actually, knew of this match happening about a year ago. Well, maybe a little less.
About a year ago?
About a little less than a year ago. That was the rumor, going into WrestleMania 31 that it was going to be Reigns against Lesnar. But, anyway, who I got coming out? I got Lesnar coming out, and then, having Seth Rollins swerve.
Cash in on Lesnar?
Cash in. Yeah.
And
cash
win.
in.
Wow.
And win, yeah.
And win?
Yeah. Because, I know, talk is cheap, especially in the world of wrestling. Paul Heyman selling. He's been doing a great job selling this match, with Brock being on this part-time schedule.
That's not a bad swerve, T. Because, with Lesnar possibly leaving the UFC. And
this would be a good send-off.
Vince could be like, you know what? Screw you, Lesnar. You leaving the UFC? This is how we treating you. And this losing the title.
And it wouldn't be a bad send-off. It'd be, it made a nice little send-off for Lesnar. Like, okay, I won, but then I lost it to Seth Rollins. Like, I won it,
it only makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, a deserving heel. Yeah.
At least that's what I would like to see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree with y'all. They have been building up this Roman Reigns character for like a year, something like that, until he got hurt. They've been building him up. They've been trying to build him up ever since they.
Keyword is try.
I like T's idea, but I'm sticking with Reigns winning.
But here's the thing: is that WWE is very, very stubborn. Didn't we all know that Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble wasn't a good idea?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The crowd.
You heard the crowd. They were. Woo,
as soon as Daniel Bryan was eliminated, I knew they were going to hijack that.
I know, and
the fact that it was in Philadelphia too.
And here's the thing: is that this is their guy. This is who they want to be the face of their company. Like, they've been trying to build this guy up. They're not going to. They're not going to do all the stuff that they have done with him just to fuck him up at the main event at WrestleMania. I don't think it is, especially for a guy who's going to leave, and Vince is probably pissed off at. Now,
go ahead.
If you want to go with the whole thing about maybe Seth Rollins comes in, I don't think that's going to happen at WrestleMania. If that does happen, that'll probably happen on the Raw afterwards.
Because he does have to.
But wouldn't that have to be like a rematch scenario where Lesnar gets a rematch the next night? I don't think I can't picture Lesnar coming back the next night.
I'm not talking about Lesnar. I'm talking about Roman Reigns wins, and then Seth Rollins comes out. J&J Security beat the fuck out of him or something like that. Kane and Big Show beat the fuck out of him, and then he cashes in or something.
I was about to say J&J Security beat up Brock Lesnar?
At the Authority, excuse me.
All right. You go with the Authority, because J&J, okay. Talking Jamie Noble and Joey...
he gets jumped. He gets jumped, and then, maybe Seth Rollins cashes in or something like that.
But I agree with what you're saying with they building up Reigns for the past year, but why wouldn't I that's a great trade-off, though. Since Reigns isn't working out, they treat it like the Batista scenario and pull a swerve.
It's too late to pull a swerve. It's too late.
But it was kind of too late with Batista too. But,
no, they had like a whole month to get that settled.
I don't know, but it's a good trade off though. Have Seth Rollins, have Reigns chase Seth Rollins until Reigns is ready later in the summer, and then have Reigns winning at SummerSlam instead, and really keep the title. Then I think he'll be ready later this year, just not now.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready now either. But
Seth Rollins take the strap off.
I'm just saying I can't see Roman Reigns losing at WrestleMania. They've been building him up too much. That's a lot of hard work just for you to have this nigga lose at the end of the day.
But his credibility, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't, because his credibility would be horrible.
But I'm saying, like, the thing with Batista that y'all don't seem to understand is that he didn't have to build himself up. He was already established. So, you know, you don't have to put any work in and trying to build him up as someone believable. You have to do that with Roman Reigns.
I was using that.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a long time. That's a strong investment in somebody to have him lose. At WrestleMania.
I was just thinking about when the crowd started booing Batista because they thought Batista was going to be welcomed with a warm hugs. I knew that was going to happen.
They're not doing that shit again. They're going to go with their plan. They have their plan. They're going to stick with.
Hopefully they learned. Hopefully
they haven't.
they haven't. So
they clearly haven't.
Who we going with, guys?
I'm going with Reigns winning, but Seth Rollins cashing in.
Well, I'm going with the same idea T had. You know, just Lesnar winning, and then
Rollins cashing in.
Yeah.
Now I got Roman Reigns just winning outright. I don't think Vince is pissed off at Brock because he already left to go to UFC before. So
you're right. Let me rephrase that, yo. I didn't mean like screw you. I mean in kayfabe wise, like Vince sending Brock off. But yeah, Brock already left Vince high and dry. So it's no surprise if he leaves again.
So and I think this is just how they need to take the belt away from him. So
yeah,
until they find somebody.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Man, forget everything, man. I got Brock winning. Seth not cashing in, and then.
So you swerving on us now?
Yeah, I was trying to give you a good swerve. Trying to give you some, a good history moment because you like history. I was going to say Brock winning and then going to UFC and pulling a Medusa, throwing the belt in the trash.
Oh, what? That would be nice.
I'm just throwing out a fantasy out there. That would just be funny. That would just be funny.
That would
Vince learned once. I don't think Vince would let that happen again.
That would just be funny.
That would be the writing.
That would be hilarious, but I don't think Vince will let that happen on his watch.
Nah. Brock is getting paid pretty well to do what he does for him to go and piss Vince off for no reason.
Vince might have a heart attack and die after that.
I don't think Brock would be welcome back to WWE if he ever did that. But
all right, now that we went through the whole card, let's go ahead and give a quick rating of this card.
What we think
before we go into part.
Wait, we're rating the card itself or how good we think it's going to be.
Both.
Okay.
Wow, I think Jared only named like 2 matches that I'm interested in, and one of those matches are questionable because it doesn't have any build up.
Is it? Overall, I think WrestleMania out of 5 stars, it'll end up.
It's not gonna be the worst.
It'll be like 2.5.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the worst for Mania.
I think
because I know there's worse
Manias.
2.5
stars.
Yeah,
I'm saying 2.5. Yeah, 2.5, 3 if Seth Rollins cashes in and actually closes the show out with the title over his head. That would be a great moment.
I give it a solid 2.
Same here, 2. 2.5 if Rollins cash in.
Yeah, I get 2.5.
Rollins cash in, that'd be 2.
I think the ladder matches will be good. I think Randy Orton and Seth Rollins will be good
in the ladder match.
Is it?
You think we're gonna see a 5? Each Mania has at least that match where it could be a 4-star, not no 5-star. We haven't seen a 5-star match in a while, but at least a 4.5.
Ladder
match. Okay.
I don't think that'll be a 5-star.
I think Randy.
No, he said 4.
Y'all sleeping on Randy and Seth, man. He's improved, and Seth Rollins is amazing. I think Randy and him might flirt with like 4-star match quality. At least 3.5.
I agree with you on that, Tom.
I think they might still show, even more than ladder, if given time.
I'll give it a 3 stars simply because respect.
So 3 stars.
Mark Henry.
You young bucks. Respect.
Well, there you have it, folks.
That'll do it for wrestling.
Do it for wrestling. That's our predictions and analysis of the WrestleMania 31 card is upcoming.
See what happens
this Sunday.
Let us know what you think of our predictions.
Yeah.
And tune in for the next podcast.
Big shout out to Fast Eddie Lane. Hope you like the podcast.
Yes, please give us feedback on this podcast.
Yeah.
And once again, look out for the next podcast.
And speaking of Fast Eddie, Ring of Honor is coming back August
29th.
August 29th. We went to the last one and it was flames. That show was amazing.
It was great, and we will be back.
Yeah,
we'll be there,
back
Fast
in the
Eddie,
summer,
so
y'all.
Please look out for us. We'll be there. We'll be looking for you.
Shout out to you, man. You guys are hilarious in front of us.
That's Urban Moms Wrestling.